I just stepped into something way bigger than anything I could have imagined, you know? Everything they said, you know, that we hear as kids about the lewdness of the world is true. When you oppose that and when you step away from that, you're gonna face criticism, you're gonna face opposition. My name's Levi Heilman, family of 14 kids, pretty huge. I'm at a college right outside of Philadelphia. Freshman year is my first semester, and I'm majoring in mechanical engineering. I was kind of overwhelmed by just the darkness of this present age that we live in. I mean, there's constant talk about, you know, drinking and parties and all these things that go on. You know, it's like pretty much 90% of conversation around campus is about the party they just had last night. You're gonna maybe lose relationships that you thought, you know, the Lord wanted you to have because you're following His will. In the loss of those things, you know, and in the refusal to conform to what this world wants you to conform to, it really speaks volumes to those that are trying to get you to be involved with what they're doing. There's been a couple people that have really been there when I needed them, you know, and coming from a place where the Lord is so overflowing and so remnant in the building, and then they come here and just see the darkness. It really is a shell shock. It's overwhelming. And I think another thing too that was really surprising was the openness for people that are looking for truth. Just being able to have a simple conversation with non-believers about what it is you believe and why you believe it, you know. And there's an attractiveness in that. You know, they see that and they're like, whoa, I see the way you're living, you know, and it's by the grace of God that we live the way we live. And when they hear that, they become confused, you know, and curious, and they want to know more about that. So that was definitely a pleasant surprise. I had this English professor. He was going on about how there can't be an absolute truth and how science has proven again and again that there can't be a single truth. And you know, the Lord kind of put it on my heart to raise my hand, and so I did. I was like, Lord, first day of college, you're gonna do this to me now, you know what I mean? But I raised my hand and I said, is that true, to the teacher? And then he went on and didn't even acknowledge that I asked the question, you know what I mean? But yeah, time went on, and we kind of got a bit of a relationship going through a coffee business that my friends run, and so I was able to sell a couple bags of coffee to him because he's like a coffee addict. He loves it, and so that was cool. We got to build a little relationship. We like to talk about coffee and meat. He's a foodie, you know. It was interesting to see how I can have such a real relationship with somebody that is so against what the Bible has. And I think with him, as well as with the students in his class, as well as with any of my other classes, and even on this campus, people see the way you act and they see Christ in that, you know. And they're attracted to that, and they love to have a conversation with somebody like that. When you face opposition against somebody and they don't want anything to do with your beliefs, that doesn't mean that you have to reject them. Still pursuing a relationship with somebody really speaks volumes because they see that you can be bigger than the arguments that you get in. And that's ultimately what Christ was like. Don't give up on a relationship with a non-believer at school, because the Lord can really work through that. You need to be in your word. And you need to be seeking the Lord, because they're going to come and they're going to ask you why you believe what you believe, you know what I mean?